All right, are you guys ready to do some patrolling? I am. All right, guys, this is Trooper Steve on patrol. I am that guy, Trooper Steve. Stephen Montiero, your traffic safety expert here at WKMG News 6, and we're hanging out, cruising right now inside Results 1. That is our traffic results getting machine here at News 6, fully equipped and branded. So wherever I go, this truck goes. And today we're cruising through some construction, some crazy construction, actually. I say all construction's rather crazy, right? Wow, that guy's driving crazy. All construction is a mess, but we recently, wow, can you hear the engine of that thing screaming? Not our truck, but construction has been happening on I-4 for a long time, but 417, it has definitely kicked up, and we're getting ready to hop on to 417 here from Aloma and head northbound. But recently over at clickorlando.com we covered this because Seminole County put out a warning, or more of an advisory, letting people know, hey, look, we're going through a widening project, $300 million here from Aloma all the way up to 434, and there's going to be a lot of noise because of the pile driving. This project put on by Florida Department of Transportation, all and just expanding our roads. And you can head over to clickorlando.com if you want to read further what our web team put together, all the information, the times, and things like that. But we're out right now here in Results 1 in that little window of time. So I figured, let's see what it looks like. I use 417 a lot, personally. I prefer this over hopping on I-4. So once they put this out, I knew exactly what they were talking about. I was like, man, I hear it, I see it. It's kind of crazy. But look what's happened out here. They've moved the exit. So it used to be right here to get onto 417. Not anymore. You got to cross over the intersection here. And now we have a new entrance ramp. So this is a brand new entrance ramp from Aloma to 417 South. Gotta love the message. However, this is my first time seeing this ramp, actually. So this is kind of pretty cool. I didn't know that they had already moved it. I knew it was scheduled to get moved, but I didn't know it happened already. So on Aloma, here at that Seminole Orange County line, if you're trying to get onto 417 from Aloma, it's been shifted a little further east. It's clearly marked. As long as you're paying attention, you'll be good to go. So let's hop in. What's obvious right now? The construction zone. This is heavy, heavy construction. So we're getting on here. My watch thinks I'm talking to her. So as you're on the ramp here, I have another camera we're going to use for the purposes of construction today, so we can see things just maybe a little differently up on top of the truck. So as we're cruising here, you can see this ramp's been completely shifted over. Brand new asphalt, brand new travel lanes. But look at the equipment that's out here. It is crazy. Huge cranes, large amounts of heavy equipment, and something that you always need to make sure you're paying attention to, ground level, lane shifting. Sometimes when you get on here, maybe on a Tuesday, it might not look the same on a Thursday. So you got to be careful. So we're going to hop on. We're going to look behind us, turning signal on. We want that right lane clear. And we're just going to scoot over gracefully. No reason to shoot all the way over like this other car, this Mercedes behind us wants to do. Clown. And then we're just going to catch up. And we're going to move on with traffic here. That's how you do it. And then you get on over. Get up to speed. Speed limit is 70. We're still at 65. And we're over, guys. In a construction zone, shouldn't be stressful. Shouldn't be stressful at all. So now we're 417 north, right travel lane, 70 and a 70, active construction zone. And some things you need to pay attention that happen out here are some of the trucks entering and exiting the highway. Far left side of your screen, you can see one of the trucks with their hazard lights on right now. That's a good indicator that, hey, that truck's probably getting to shift. And look, they're getting ready to move into the left shoulder, which a normal vehicle would not be doing out here. So you can see this morning, we're also going to catch this clown, this Cadillac. Nope, it's not going to do it. Good. But you see how he's trying to race up behind. this semi-truck, it's a dump truck, is giving such proper notification that, hey, at some point, I'm moving into the construction zone. It had its hazard lights on for a while. It's letting you know there's a reason I'm going a little slow. And this is the stuff you need to be aware of, guys. Seriously. In the construction zone, people are in and out. Other vehicles are going in areas that you will never, but they're allowed to, simply because of the construction. All right, we're coming up on Redbug Lake Road now, and this is the area where the pile driving is occurring. Loud noise taking place during the daytime hours out here. There are times I can even hear it from my house. On a good, clear day, that sound travels. We're going to move into the left lane. Nothing says we can't. We're doing 63 and a 70. I want to do 70. So we're going to move up to the 70 mile an hour. And a lot of people say, well, Steve, you're in a construction zone. They did not alter the speed out here in the construction zone. 417 is normally 70 miles an hour. They left it at 70 miles an hour. So we're entering the pile driving zone. We're crossing over Redbug Lake Road. And you can begin to see some of the equipment even on the far right, some of these large cranes and things like that. This is part of the pile driving equipment. Your shoulders are also limited. This is where that truck's going to enter. You see the construction entrance on the left side there? Got to be careful. So as we enter the pile driving area, what are we looking for? I'm here just to show you the equipment. So it's going to come up here in the median shortly, and you'll be able to see some of the equipment happening. Not sure if we can hear it. I'm going to lower the windows just for a second to see if it's happening. Right now, pretty quiet. We're going to move to the right lane because that's what I preach. But you can just see how active State Road 417 is with construction. Men and women out here during the daytime and nighttime, all the way from Aloma through Redbug Lake Road, coming up now on 434. Now, what's something that would not be allowed out here? Touching your cell phone. So right now I have Kathleen listening in this morning, but I would not be allowed to hold that phone up to my face. Not allowed even to make a phone call. That is a hands-free zone in the state of Florida, in an active construction, in an active school zone. A lot of people say, well, other states, I know what other states have. I'm just saying here, that is the ultimate hands-free zone. So as we come up here on 434, the construction starts to be limited a little bit. It dies down, kind of gets a little bit more calm, but it's going to continue in that direction. Pretty crazy stuff that this is going on even during the daytime. And you got to think about where we're currently located, right? We're located in the middle section of 417. When you hear Redbug Lake Road, you think residential. Aloma, you think residential. 434, depending where you're at, residential. So that's why we, as News 6, put out that warning. We even had the morning show. We put that out for you guys, letting you know, hey, look, if you're hearing this, this is what it is. But a few takeaways. One, you're limited on the shoulders out there along 417. This is not just a nighttime construction, what we're used to on I-4. This is full going, 100%. During the daytime. The sun is up and they are working. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention. Watch your speeds. There is no reduction in speed currently out there. It is still listed at a 70 mile an hour zone. But if you speed in a construction zone, what happens? Speeding fines are doubled. So you could be looking at a $500-600 speeding fine for just doing a couple miles over the posted speed limit. So make sure you're paying attention. Again, if you're watching this on News 6 Plus or YouTube, what we covered today was the construction along State Road 417, how things are looking out here, what it sounded like. No pile driving today, but it could happen at any time during those daytime hours. So just make sure you're paying attention. And if you want me, Results One, to come visit your neck of the woods, I don't care what it is. You got a weird stop sign, you got a curvature in the roadway you want me to stare at and spend 15 minutes, we will come out there and hang out with you guys. So for now, drive safely, have a great day, and as always, play it safe out there, guys. I'll see you later.